know how to, Vargs. Lovely.
Right? Good to
Very
see
well,
that
thank you, John.
Ed
Really
has
good.
actually made it for the start of the race.
Yeah, better now after the previous conversation.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm ecstatic.
Yeah, happy 50th,
Hey,
mate.
John,
Happy birthday, Faz.
on YouTube. Hey, John, it's on YouTube now. Come on.
PG. Yeah. On your head.
You guys are live, but no commentary.
Bloody IT.
Well, certainly here, but here they come around the first corner. And who's that off? Someone's had a big there's more.
There's a few.
2, 3. I didn't see that personally from my perspective.
1, 2. I'm back.
There we
That's
go.
good. That's a start.
Got a little bit of width in there. Lost 2
did.
spots.
She says no sound.
Yep, I've just got that from Blanchy. I've got my sound back, I believe. So let me know if I've got that, Blanchy. But I've still got to get some car sound. I'll work on that one right now. You boys keep talking.
Should get out of this Phillip Island.
Come on, boys.
I'm delayed, so I'm not speaking.
I was just trying to pick up the sound effects for him.
Current race control.
Ed's been passed here by Brett and Tim. So Brett Taylor taking the lead for the first time. Mark Dole's dropped back to 4th. And I'll keep working on the sound. Everything got shot on Tuesday night, so I apologise for this, everybody. I thought I had it fixed.
It's all right, mate. You're excused. It's Friday night and it's late.
Exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
late for most of you.
Don't give that to him. Yeah, don't let him off that easy.
It's off to an absolute cracker here, though. I didn't realise he got that far ahead. Obviously, I was way back, and so obviously I couldn't see. Well, he got off to a real good start there.
Taylor coming onto the back straight, trying to break the lead, trying to break the toe from Tim Betsy.
Yeah, Betts has got him round the turn there, but
Ed
Yep,
Cullen's
no, he's
still in
got
the
him.
toe.
Ed's got him here.
oh,
No, surely not. Surely not. Oh, he's
Oh,
got
Yeah,
no.
we're paused,
Yep.
so go
Got
Ed.
him.
Go Ed.
Pulls out. You never pull out. Never.
Hang on.
Yeah, yeah.
what are you
don't pull out.
guys watching
We've
on?
lost last
Sorry, we're
week.
talking about racing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's on YouTube. It's still working.
Yeah, we're going. It's all good. We're still live.
Oh, here we
Sound's
go.
back.
We're back.
Here we go.
Hello.
Ed, you let me down. I was watching the pause screen.
Sorry.
Look, I was quite happy to watch these blokes go a bit hammer and tong on lap
That's right.
2 here.
Tell you what,
Yeah, I
Brett
was just happy to see him behind
Yeah.
Ed.
Oh,
Brett Taylor,
oh,
big
not
spin.
that tight. Yeah, yeah.
I said to
Under
Scotty,
pressure.
there's one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no line up there. I hit
Yeah,
the
you're
dirt.
about to spin, Scotty.
That's well.
Oh, Scotty, yep.
Yep, here we go.
Is that where you went, Scotty? I was wondering where you went. What happens?
Yeah,
Push.
Oh, Scotty, no. Kept it off the wall.
Charles good.
So, well, to be honest, Scotty, you were just trying to cool the tyres down.
Good work there.
Yeah,
Good
that's
work.
right. Cool those
He
guys
would've-
Good work
no,
in traffic.
no, in race control, he would have got done for not holding brakes or something.
No, he was fine. He held those brakes. That was great.
It's a bit unfair. Air race control's really good. You actually have to wake them up.
Race.
You go sort of say car, whatever. You go, hello, race control.
You only get in trouble for not holding brakes if you cause an accident.
Yeah.
The race control last night only awarded out one pen, and that was for someone who towed without permission.
John, and with my comment that I just said, they didn't have really much to adjudicate, really, did they?
They complained, yes.
Yeah.
There was complaints from race control that they were bored.
Yeah, it's typical.
Well, that's what I mean. We should be trying harder to crash.
No, we'll just
No.
send race control up to split one, and then they'll get their use.
Send Barks down to split 3. That's what I reckon. What does everyone think of that?
Yeah.
That's great.
In that.
I could use more time to drink piss while I'm watching.
Funny, the way Slippy going to be.
Mind
So-
you, it didn't stop me last night.
Never stops you.
So as Tim's pulling away a bit here at the moment, he's doing his usual.
Yeah.
See you later, guys. I'm off.
Yeah, but I'm back in 10th, Ed, and you're in 2nd, so you're not doing your usual.
Yeah, no. Ah, look, I didn't make any mistakes this week. Okay.
Yeah. It's a really slippery track if you get it wrong, isn't it? Like if you're offline by a metre, let's say, you know, it's all over Red Rover, you know. There's no give.
It's throttle control. It's a circuit where throttle control and wheel spin are critical.
Are you saying macros? You need macros?
Well, that's what.
Bump here, so
Well, those with the Huskerveld sprints, you know, they can adjust the throttle curve, which you do call a macro, Dave.
no adjusting of throttle curve here. Linear.
I think the biggest thing
All or nothing.
with the hoisting belts is on the brake pedal, John. You can adjust your kilograms pressure.
Macro.
So I actually adjust them the pressure of my brake pedal pressure each week. It's
Macros.
That's your problem.
different. Yeah, that's why I kept summing up. But it is different for every track. It's different for shorter tracks than longer tracks. I add kilos for longer tracks, make them way for shorter tracks.
I set
And
it
it
at
makes
50.
it easier.
I have mine set at 50, and I'm adjusting the bias, not the load pressure.
You don't adjust your load pressure at the start of the week to the track? I do.
Never.
No, I haven't touched mine since I got the rig 6 weeks ago.
Give it a go.
Yep.
I have the load cell set. and I
Well,
just-
Yep.
bias.
And Roy Clark in the chat says don't adjust them either.
It might have opened up a can of worms there, but no, adjust them to the track, your kilogram pressure. You're only going down or up by 1 or 2, but it makes a difference.
B, Johnny, thanks for me coming, and I've just woken the group up.
It's always you, Dave. It's always you.
There you go.
Well, yeah. Did you do any practice, or did you just rock up, or what's going on, mate? We're missing you up the front.
Me?
Mm.
I haven't been raced since round 1.
Oh, wrong gully.
Yeah, Dave, what did I see with the Golden Power Series a few weeks ago?
I don't know.
Yes, you did. You did.
I did I?
Yeah.
I thought it was Andrew I saw. I don't know.
Yeah, you saw Andrew as well. You saw Dave as well. Dave was there. His cuts was up near Nathan and Blake's. up in that area?
I wasn't drunk, so I can't use that as an excuse.
Nah,
No, you
Nah.
weren't.
he
You
was
actually-
in the same
actually-
practice session as Herman.
Oh.
Hey, Ed.
Yes, mate?
Ed, is your paintwork inspired by... Remember that Gautier song, Somebody They Used to Know, and the video clip?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It's if you look at it, it's quite...
It is similar, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And that's what I think. Every time I see the car, that song comes in his fucking head.
Yeah,
There we
well,
go.
that's,
Somebody that knows you.
Simon.
that's supplied by our sponsor, Racecraft, mate.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I thought of Ed last night being so far up the grid. Somebody I used to know.
Get exactly, John. Lovely. Yeah, play that one.
that's well spotted, son. I like that.
Well, yeah, we'll see what happens here. Maybe he might be somebody that I used to know.
Roy, he's in Albury. That's what the difference is.
Roy's after you in the loo, Faz.
Am I what?
You in the loo. We're hearing a lot of porcelain echoes.
Yeah, sorry, boys. I'll change. I can actually turn that mic.
Yeah.
mic.
If he's in the loo, if he's in the loo, be careful, Dave, Baldock, and Mark Dial, in case he flushes.
Oh shit! Balls downstream.
Quiet dip down and exhale.
Sorry, boys.
That's a bit better, Faz.
That's good.
Sorry, I must have had it on reverb.
Let's have a look for some other close battles down the track. Jeremy Bush. He had a really good recovery drive.
No relation to Kyle.
Oh, absolutely. Drives like it.
Oh, Kale. Kate, sorry.
Alright, come on, fellas. We've got 13 people watching the stream and only 6 likes.
Yep.
A thumbs up.
And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe as well. More the merrier.
We're showing a bit of push. No doubt that'll go up.
Thanks. It's a good little battle pack, this.
I'm a bit of skin myself, anyway. Oh, back in a minute. I need another drink.
Wait till the track becomes wet, and then you end up with a wet bush.
As the boys here coming around Beacock Corner.
Oh, we've lost 2 viewers now.
Yep.
Have we got car sound on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay. It's just through Discord we haven't.
I got it fixed up, so it should be working everywhere.
Don't have it on Discord.
And who we got in tonight? We might stick with Faz. Where is he? Drop down the order. Faz in 7th at the moment. Brett Taylor making a recovery behind him.
I reckon, seeing as though it's Faz's birthday, you could talk us around a lap.
That's where I was going, Mark. I was waiting to get to the start-finish line. Stephen Murray in the chat. YL practicing at Philippi. I'm not sure who you mean by YL. And Chris Blanchard has told Rattler to turn his hearing aid back up.
I'd say something, but we're PG rated. Blanchy.
Yes, Blanchy. Of course, I found a favourite saying today, my 5 moods in life. Number 1, I'm too old for this shite. Number 2, I'm too tired for this shite. Number 3, I don't have time for this shite. Number 4, I'm too sober for this shite. And number 5, I don't get paid enough for this shite. They were classics.
Yes.
Righto, Faz. You there, Faz? Hello, Simon. Don't get out of it that easy.
I think
We'll come back to that.
Or he flushed his microphone, one of the two.
And Ed here now under a bit of pressure from Sir Mark Dial.
Nah, he was never. Yep, it was coming for the easy toe. That's what I felt. I said, look at this cheeky bugger. He's just getting an easy toe around the place.
I wasn't saving any fuel though. I was full throttle all the way behind you. I'm thinking, God damn it.
So, young lady, Stephen, you mean it was Diane? I reckon Di'd be pretty quick at Bathurst, at Phillip Island, sorry.
Sorry, John, I had to refill my water.
That's all right. Just I got to go refill mine in a minute, and I reckon I'll have about.
I can hear you. What did I miss? Did I spin around or something? Did I?
No. We'll save the surprise.
Okay. Right. Jeez, I can't even remember now. What did I do? You got me worried. Oh dear.
This is a great little battle here, though.
Says on some of this, did you smoke?
About.
I
Yeah.
suppose we're on lap 7 and that you haven't got a scratch on your paintwork. This is pretty good for you, so.
Who was that off? Somebody that I used to know. See, every time you say it now, you'll do that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I do. I was singing in my head.
We'll have to get John to put a little gift up.
Yeah.
So Blanchie's asked the question: does he think the Commodore drivers find it doesn't take advantage of the draft like the Mustang?
Or no, the other way around.
I've never driven the Mustang, so I don't know.
Happy birthday, folks.
Thank you.
Oh,
it's the
Their
McNugget.
room's gone now.
it's.
The McNugget.
I'd like to welcome the one and only, the legend, the man from Blacktown, the people's champion, Sir Jamie McKnight. Welcome, Jamie.
Legend.
What a fantastic
Legend in his own lunchbox.
legend of your sport, mate. Legend of your sport.
Blacktown. Mazda viewers, for all your Mazda needs.
West End Motor Group. West End Motor Group.
Anything you need.
You got to get it right.
The new beta models just come into stock.
Yep, yeah, that's right, mate. The X Factor.
The beta.
Asking you a question, you can think about it between now and lap 51 when you last had a win.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh, geez, straight for the throat.
Right,
So,
mate.
I mean, we didn't even have the little the usher in period there. We just
Well,
went
I'll remind
straight
Mark.
He
to the
tells.
throat.
He tells.
I'll remind Mark of this because I know he doesn't see like when he's split 3, right? But I'm actually, with all the heartache, I'm still second in the championship with a few rounds to go, and I'm right there, Mark. So don't back and take your money off me yet, mate.
You tell me you're winning with Barbie every day.
I win with Barbie all the time. She's different, but except for COVID, she wouldn't come near me. I was telling the boys the scrotum was absolutely stretched after a week of being banned. Tell you what, those Saturday was a good day. On the 7-day clock, I said, "Yeah, we're right. Let's get it, baby."
Hey, Jamie, PJ, come on.
Live.
Yeah, it's up to 10 at night. So,
Yeah, I was really impressed with your drive last night, mate.
thanks, mate. Yeah, even though I got shot in the score, I still came forth.
Yeah. And
Righto, Faz, you're up.
oh, here I am. What
You're
do I
up.
do?
You're going to talk us around a lap.
Let's go.
Oh, lap.
Yep, let's go. You're up.
Straight here we go, and we're in the 6th. I think somewhere here I may break. Yes, I go down to 4th. I believe it was 3rd.
Actually, well done there.
Straight through here. Try to take it straight line there, but that one's stuffed up. But anyway, here we go back in a second.
Yeah, you want to use
Let's sweep around here in a third, back in a second,
again.
and back in a third again. Get on the throttle hardy. And look, my foot was nearly through my floorboards.
It was almost at his birthday before he was.
Okay, here we go. It's a brake hard, so we're going to hit the brakes hard.
Hard and fast.
Oh, second or first or something, I don't know. But anyway, hit the gas. Here we go. And through here, you want to be flat out and sliding the car everywhere. Is the way I thought we would take that. And slippery corner, you got to watch the exit of this one, or you'll end up over that fence over there on the right, where everyone did. But anyway, we'll keep going.
Corner.
Come through here, flat out again, just foot to the floor, a gear down, let it roll, flat out, let's go. You know it, all the way. Oh, it's like a bucks party and I don't know. Anyway, here we want to sweep. So it's going to sweep.
Oh, you got to cut that, Simon, next time.
Third. Yeah, I know you cut more off it, but I kept getting off track.
I cut this one too. I cut this. I chopped.
Yeah, but I kept getting off tracks, Jamie. So
yes. It's all about the angle, mate.
Anyway, flat out. Oh, definitely flat out. And if you get a hot ass in front of you, you try and get the
Viagra pills out. Yep.
Here, you do not want to go wide out of that black stuff. Or
That was actually a really good lap.
Instant death. And flat out. Flat out, yeah.
Lines are perfect, mate.
And that's a lap from Faz.
Thank you.
Just got to use a few different gears and cut a few corners. You'll be sweet.
I think I've got a lot to learn, Jamie, to tell you the truth.
When you let it roll a bit more, you can use third a lot more than not second, and then when you come out of the corner, you don't spin as much.
Yeah, I was trying to do that, mate. There was a couple of them where, especially up the top there, where I said, you're yelling up on the right.
Yep.
This corner coming up, 2 corners from where we are on the screen here. Every time if I took that in third, she'd want to buck around and go right on me, and I just could not get it.
That's because you hit the curb earlier, like that, and you bounce off it when you hit it. You should hit it, but if you take it a little later, the apex straightens you up. And then you can use
it's more of an angle, righto, yeah.
You just come in a bit shallow on the corners, mate. But other than that, you improve so much, dude.
That one that Ed's just done right now, I'm guessing you go to second and short to third.
Yeah. So second's just to pull the nose, and then short. Yeah.
Unless my tyres are ready, I use third as well.
Yeah,
sometimes at the end of the stint, I've got to pull second just to get the nose around.
Someone else has just dropped into the chat, boys, who I just want to say a very quick happy birthday to. Peter Latham. Happy birthday, Pete.
His mic's off, we won't be able to hear him, but happy birthday, Pete.
He's muted. He might be munted.
Take your mic on, Pete.
It is his birthday.
There he is.
44 years old today. Well done, Peter.
Happy birthday, young fella.
Sorry, how old, Web?
44 plus lucky GC.
I was really depressed until I seen Peter's happy birthday and I went, hey! Oh, fucking young.
You felt like a teenager, didn't you?
He still flies.
Yeah!
Can't believe it.
I'm a middle-aged teenager, that's me.
Yeah,
mate, I hope I stay like you, mate. That's beautiful. I mean, especially with your pace. I can imagine Varga doing 4 minutes around here by the time he gets your age.
Oh!
I actually couldn't believe how old you were, Peter. You sound a lot younger.
Yeah, he does.
Doesn't he?
No smoking.
So what'd you do at this stage, Ed? You pulled away from them all.
Yeah, they're all battling behind me, John. So I thought, if you just want to play silly buggers,
I'll in second with that terrible setup.
I had to lose on Jamie's useless setup.
Imagine what you would have been doing on a good setup.
Hang on.
Gave the gap and put me back into the clutches.
Yeah, so with a good setup, you'd have been in
I thought slowdown.
I thought you told me last night you finally worked out how to set your brake bias.
It took me about 10 laps to get it where I wanted it, and then I just had to keep playing with it from there. But I doubt whether Jamie knows how to spell the word brake.
No, I'd say I don't use the brake, man. That's where I'm different to you.
You'll go blind playing with it, Mark.
No, but I know how much he suffers on my setup since I've seen him pay him it every week. It must be like.
Can we click on Mark? I want to see all these lines here.
On Mark, yep.
I will say,
he looks like he's on rails.
I will say, Mark, I was clicking up and down a bit with the brakes myself.
Could have gone half a tyre with wider there, Jamie.
Mate,
I reckon it's all set up, I reckon.
More time. He doesn't use all the track parts.
No.
Anyone think he's driving?
Could have been a little bit closer to the wall there.
See, what he does is he gets greedy. No, he's greedy. See how greedy? Look at the back of his car.
Yep, stepping out.
Too early.
Yep.
Yeah, when he wonders why he goes wide. Bitch, come on, son. Go on, Timmy. Go on, Timmy. Get him.
Be conservative.
You know what it is? If you've got a left-hand corners, Mark, and you know you've got a right-hand corners, that's what's wrong with you. Look how good he is in the left-handers.
Been racing speedway, that's all.
He's been fucking
I
racing.
like
That's
term.
all.
I like turn 1 at Sebring. Turn 1 at Sebring is a real
It is.
one of
it's
those ones where
you
you,
turn. You gotta
yeah,
turn.
you dare yourself to go that little bit extra.
Just leave it to fourth. That is so.
And
Yeah, I'm always in fourth. It's just
Oh no,
dare
no,
yourself to
that's
go
I
that
can
little
see
harder.
how good it was.
just quickly, Stephen Murray says a happy birthday to you, Peter, in the chat.
Stephen Murray,
Ah,
mate.
cool.
I went to school with Stephen Murray, but we worked out it's not the Stephen Murray I went to school with, but it's still a great name, mate. How are you?
Oh, there we go.
No, see, it's the right-hand corners that fucking.
Yeah.
I was just watching the car behind.
Are you
Getting
blind? Are you blind in one eye?
Yeah, Tim had a bad night. I don't know what he did.
He didn't have a bad night. We had a good night.
Yeah.
Hey, what, Ed? You look
Dominating,
like you're hating
dominating.
that up, mate. You look like you're struggling big time on it, eh, with that big gap.
It's all under control. There's no tail wagging or anything like that. I like the car behind us a little bit more tail waggy.
Yeah.
Looks like he's got more of my bias going like before.
Let's jump back where there's something closer going on.
Guys, it's good. It's good to watch. This is, you know, we have to think. This is split 3, and
Hang on a second, is that John Ben Ray?
there aren't cars spinning and hitting each other and flying everywhere. It's amazing.
Ben Ray's car looks amazing. If only you had pace, John. You'd be a great TV star.
Yeah, I know.
He has got pace.
No, he's definitely getting faster. I've noticed that.
No,
didn't last
oh
night.
my word.
Talking about in the bedroom now.
You know
No,
what? You're finally using all the track, Ben Ray, like I've been telling you for 2
Yep.
years.
He's definitely getting way
And
faster.
you see how he's cutting that corner, Mark? That's what you need to do. That was perfect, that line. You've been practicing.
There we go.
Haven't you, John?
They're in the final.
You've been with Warbles out in
corner.
track.
And Stephen Murray says hi to you, Jamie. Says he's a bit older for going to your school.
No, I know that, mate, but, you know, it doesn't matter. It's a memorable
John.
name. I like it.
John, here's a theory for you, mate, because you've dropped all that paint off your car and it's very simple now.
They say
So,
it's cheap.
there's 3 kilos saving. With all the paint you had on before.
Look how young he is.
You know what? You're quicker.
Look how young he is. He's only just turned 40. Look at him. He's a
He's a good-looking man.
Oh, he's suave. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Very suave.
Thanks, gents. Oh, that's all right,
If I was going, definitely take me out.
I'll confess, I did something for the first time in my life today. I went into a barber shop and had a beard trim.
Ooh, watch
Mate,
out.
I'd do it for you for $5.95, mate, with his home trimmer.
I normally did, but growing it out a little bit at the moment.
Have you got a date, Johnny?
No, just thought I'd treat myself.
Haven't been on Plenty of Fish? No? No RSVP for Johnny?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's
You
got a
would-
little bit deep.
Yeah, a little bit
You
deep.
know what they? That's called the spell of the pass. He can see it, he wants it, and he thinks if I push him just a little bit more on the brakes,
Yep.
and I'll catch him a little bit more. Yeah,
Don't
that's
do
good.
that. Don't do that.
Gotta get aggressive. It's good.
Hey, Johnny,
Yep.
No, it's
I
right
think
over
you need to change your wheels bright yellow.
Bright yellow, you reckon? Yep.
Don't do that. No. Do
No.
not. No.
there.
No.
Big fucking Ronald McDonald running around.
What he was saying, he wants to make it happen. Not like.
Is that Ronald McDonald? It's super cheap auto.
Oh, well, sorry.
Instead of saying make it super down the side, we've put WK&P.
Yeah, that'll be too much, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd make them like chrome red. So we've got a bit of black in them. They look unreal.
And then, of course,
Must say I love people,
our number 3 split 3 race control tomorrow night is actually going to the football with Declan Fraser.
Who's Declan Fraser?
I'm glad you said it.
He's
No, what is this?
he's driving with Craig Lowndes
Who the fuck's
at Bathurst.
Who's Craig Lowndes again?
Who the fuck's split 3 race control?
Josh Strage.
Sorry, Josh, I was only joking there, mate. Oh, yeah, Josh.
Josh Strage, you fucking
Best
mate. I
wishes
know
to you,
that.
mate. Best wishes to you. I was only
Oh,
joking.
nice line. One there.
Got to feel sorry for him. No, he's an Adelaide Crow supporter.
What's that again?
Well,
Oh,
geez, I'm North Melbourne, mate. You know, I'd rather be Adelaide at the moment.
Melbourne are kicking ass at the moment. Absolutely
Who
kicking ass.
cares, mate?
Oh, what have we got?
On
Here
your
we
white shorts on.
The fucking bum sitters talking. Hang on. What would you say?
Didn't Penrith lose
Tiny
tonight,
little
Jamie?
white- I don't follow Penrith. I fucking hate Penrith. My mother
What's it?
follows Penrith as my sister.
I said bum sitter.
Nah.
Yeah, you
Again.
blokes love getting in there.
Man.
Righto, let's back up Matty Mintz now. He's under a bit of pressure. Poor old Matty, yeah, Matty Mites under a lot of pressure from Scotty, the nervous rattler Van Loon.
I'll tell you what, Dan Hoon's pretty quick, eh, for you, mate.
Yeah. And Matty Vince too. Matty shows some pace. You know?
He's picked
Yeah,
it up a
he
lot
was.
quicker than you did, Faz, eh? But yeah, in the end, you got it, mate. That's what I like about you. You stuck at it. I remember we were having to reminisce about Simon's first season with us when he got banned for detonating.
Can I get banned?
Yeah. Remember the first season you got the arse. But you know what? Don't worry, man. That's generally how I started too. I still get the arse occasionally. I got banned last season.
I only got a week off, didn't I? I didn't get banned.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I'm banned for a week. Yeah.
Oh, I've got a week off.
I didn't get banned for the whole season.
Oh yeah, oh shit, yeah, mate.
Don't worry. I sat a couple out last season, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, these things happen.
Yeah, well, I just get a bit passionate, mate. You know?
Of course, bit of talk about language in races at the moment as well.
Oh, why's that?
Don't know, it's just in the chat today. It's just
mate.
a few people mentioning that we shouldn't be swearing and anything.
Mate, a few people ought to stop being gay. You know, we're obviously fair, and if we abuse someone, that's different.
Some of us can't.
I can't not swear.
Some of us, exactly, can't help it, Jamie. It's part of our culture. It's part of your language, mate. You know what I mean? Like,
mate,
even when you're being good, you let a swear word go here and there.
Mate, I'm a used car salesman from Blacktown. What do you want?
What do you?
Mate, I drive earth-moving machinery.
Oh, use it worse.
Yeah.
That's why he's so loud. He's deaf.
Yeah, because we're all deaf. That's right. Exactly, Jamie.
I know, mate.
Oh, great move here from Brett. Brett going to get it done. No.
Oh, Bella.
Yeah, nah, look, I reckon everyone ought to grow a personality, really, and just relax.
Yeah. Mate, we've got to be accepting of each other.
Yeah,
we're not all the same. We're not all the bloody same.
I've got to accept all the people that use the women's toilets at the men at work, you know, because they don't wear a dress. You know, so why can't people accept me swearing a little bit? You know, it's all good.
It's fair enough.
Barbie loves it. She likes a dirty talk.
Like you said, Jamie, there's a difference between abuse and swearing.
I think everyone in this league knows when I'm being abusive. I think they've all heard it.
My word.
I'm pitting in, Brett.
But, mate, when I say, oh, fuck's sake.
Sorry, Adrian. Sorry, mate.
I don't even know I said it.
No, exactly. Sometimes it's just, exactly. It's just part of your language.
Yeah, it's just part of my complimentary language.
Yeah.
That's a fucking cracker. You know, like that. Fucking cracker. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it. On a young Taylor. It's good.
Yeah, Brett's in.
So at
Who's
this stage, Mark Dials undercut me under the first pit stop, leaving 3 laps earlier, and come out 6 seconds in front of me.
You're gonna wipe.
Oh, is that what? Didn't Mark got to slow down, didn't he? So he pitted.
Oh, that
and then undercut him.
Yeah.
Is that right, Mark?
That's it.
Yeah, just slow down.
You
slow down.
Slow down and then pitted, and then come out undercut. Is that right?
Yeah, I've got to slow down. Ed had way too much of a lead on me, so I thought, well, you may as well go in and get some new tyres and see what happens. And
Where are you sitting in the points? Where are you sitting in the points at the moment, Mark?
Me? I got more zeros than a Japanese aircraft carrier.
Yeah, that's because you didn't race, not because you fucking.
Is that for race points or is that
I think I've got two rounds of race points.
Yeah, he's been
this
got
one,
balls.
this one and
so at this stage,
one
unless you pre-qualify really well, you're going to be in split 3 again.
Yes.
Probably.
Well, every time I've watched you, you're within the top 5.
And to be honest, that's where I would have Mark pinged in this league.
I call Mark a sandbagger. He should be in split 2. He's a sandbagger.
No, I'm not sandbagging at all.
He's got to work.
I've only just got...
real life commitment.
Let's
And
I think it's not Mark Sandbag, and I think it's the other way where
I think
blokes are spending
Timmy.
a million hours on these qualifying times, and they're qualifying above their grade. So Mark's not sandbagging; they're all just doing better for 5 minutes than what they are.
That's exactly what I do, man.
Yeah, well, you have a look at last night. You have a look at the guys who done practice time in the 202s and 201s. They didn't even get that.
But they don't finish. That's right. Exactly. And well, they don't finish the race because
I did. Sorry.
Did it be in the split twos?
Yep. No, it's probably a bad thing to bring up.
Yeah. Timmy's tyres are off here, I reckon. Ed?
Yeah, I reckon. But I think he's pushed them and then they've held through.
Yeah, when he spun the hairpin.
We've just come out the pit.
No, that's what I said. He's pushing them when they're cold.
Yeah, it looks like it did, doesn't it?
We both went in the hairpin side by side. I took the side line and he just locked it up and went straight through the corners.
Yeah. He's got the speed. He's just going to learn how to pace himself.
Yeah, well, he's had, I think, 3 offs at this stage, and he's still in 3rd spot.
Yeah, that's just because he's trying to, he knows he can go faster and he's just pushing it too much. This car, you've got to let it come to you, man. You can't overdrive it.
In all honesty,
Cornered by a fucking 3-car league.
he won't admit he won't admit it. He won't admit it, but he's the fastest bloke in our split.
Oh yeah.
On one lap pace when I watch him.
Easy.
And he'll progress pretty quickly. He's just got to learn how to contain himself and make the tyres last.
He'll be split 2 next.
Well, he's got to get a lock on his door where he keeps his sim racer. I believe he had some interruptions the other night. So
all the time,
if you had the lock on the door, the soundproof door, then that won't happen.
No, you just got to get a sign like I've got that says "Fuck off, I'm racing."
Put it in the garage like me.
Yeah, same here, Doug.
Well, yeah.
I've got it in my bedroom.
Well,
So
I do have the young fella in him. He does make a bit of noise, but
I reckon he's been doing a lot of your laps lately, especially pre-qual in East Coast.
I can only wish he'd fucking get into it.
Mate, he'd smash you. Mate, tell him I'll give him 500 if he smashes it. He'll get on there and he'll waste you in the week.
If you can beat my lap times, someone will give you $500.
That's me.
Yeah, if you can beat my lap times.
But it's got to be recorded.
Yeah.
I want the webcam.
It's got to be recorded though.
With a webcam.
I'll record it with a camera.
Yeah, mate, it's the easiest $500 you're ever going to make, Seb.
What?
The easiest 500 you ever made.
What?
You heard me.
This one's jamming tonight. You'll never fucking beat me. Keep fucking dreaming.
He will, mate. 500 is what he said.
Which track? We'll say Phillip Island?
Any track he wants.
Any track. My worst track. I don't think I have a worst track, mate.
No, he probably knows Bathurst. Mate, Bathurst.
He doesn't know any fucking track. He doesn't get on the
I bet he knows Winton.
He doesn't know any fucking track.
Well, I'll just make it Bathurst.
Bathurst, right?
You're slow as shit there, so let him beat you there.
He won't.
He'll beat you within a month.
Oh, one day, we'll give you like a shitload of
My
practice.
daughter got 1 second in 2 days when I was away. And she's only 12.
You'll never do it.
She got down to like 2 minutes 28 at Bathurst. I was like, mate, you're going to never get off now because if you improve by that margin again in a week, I'm fucked.
Yeah, no, he doesn't like Sims. He likes Valorant and fucking...
He's not gay, is he?
I don't think so. Well, actually, we were watching a movie the other night, and we're flicking to where Adam Sandler was going to look at boobs. He's going, oh, what? He's going, we're going to look.
Shock level out.
So what? They're going to look like.
No, tell him.
Yeah.
I'll send him a
Trumpy.
No worries. How old is he?
14.
Oh, he's well old enough, mate. I'll send him on with you. Tell him to send me his email address, so I've got the 500 ready for his PayPal.
Hey Seb, what was that movie we were watching the other night where Adam Sandler was going to look at boobs? Remember that movie he was going to look at boobs? We went, oh.
Maybe it was you that was glued to the telly, Steve.
Not Billy Madison.
Remember that movie?
Billy Madison.
No, Hustler. It was Hustler.
God, that's a porno.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking, isn't that a magazine?
Hang on 1 second. Yeah, magazine too, but there's a movie called Hustle about basketball.
Yeah, I've got Husky just over there with.
Yeah, that's his latest one on Netflix, isn't it?
And Penthouse fucking.
Yeah. Yep.
I stole those off my dad's neighbour years ago. Still got them.
Is it any good?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's got boobs in it. It's got fucking boobs.
Yeah.
It's
I've
got
heard-
boobs in it. What do you think?
Yeah, right.
I've read good reviews on the movie.
It's a cracker.
I'm gonna send you a copy of. I know what you did last winter. You'll love
Thanks,
it.
Laurie.
Yeah, no, Sandler is basketball agent. He's going to pick up other.
So that's Timmy there parked on the grass. He's just
Yeah.
exited.
What does Peter Latham think of this race? I haven't heard from Peter.
Oh yeah, I don't talk too much. Yeah, always enjoy watching you guys. Pretty smooth tonight, isn't it?
It's pretty good actually. There's not too much
Yeah.
carnage. Looking forward to a bit of carnage.
Oh,
I
You
had
know,
more carnage last night than you guys had.
you know,
Mate, you need to watch my race and you'll see some carnage.
it's a good night
Oh,
when
yeah.
race control complain about being bored.
Yeah, Steve,
That's not for what? You gave me a drive through.
that doesn't sound
Yeah,
right, mate.
yeah, that's because they were born.
It's very simple.
Whee! Oh, he's got that done. Very nice.
Yeah, these two have a ding-dong battle for most of the night.
That was a great move. There's that Brett Taylor. That was ballsy, mate. I like that.
Yep, got him in the air there.
Fucking around the outside, son. No, just squeeze and press the pedal, mate. Don't think about it.
I like girls.
Oh, I like his skin.
Round the outside, round the outside.
Yeah, you got him, mate, sometimes. Sometimes
Other
it's,
parts of
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't look like old mate's giving up, though.
That reminds me of another. That reminds me of another movie, Jamie. Buffalo Girls. Buffalo Girls.
Haven't seen that one, mate.
No, you want? I'll send it.
Someone's missing the bonnet.
Yeah.
That must be Jason Dixon.
No Dixon tonight.
He's his split one. Sorry. He's always got no bonnet, poor bastard.
Joseph, I think that is.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Yeah, a couple
Jeremy,
of times.
Jeremy Bush.
Scotty, did you finish with all panels this week?
Bloody Jeremy with that bonnet. When he's behind you, it looks like he actually hasn't got a bonnet. I can't. The amount of times I've almost got on my radio and said, "Oh, Jeremy, you've lost your bonnet, mate," and then I look in the mirror again and go, "Oh no, it's there." You know what I mean?
Mate, that's why you get the fast repair. But I forget you all the time.
Yeah, you didn't use it. Was that last week? It was.
That last week they killed me too.
Yeah. And no wing. You go with the bits and come out. No wing. Yeah.
No good.
No boot.
Of course, the old
Davey.
Pecky Performance dyno and tuning. Good to see.
Becky Senior Pads.
It's not performance racing anymore.
What is it?
It's got
Pecky's Performance and Dyno, I think it is.
yeah. Doesn't match.
Still Pecky's Performance Racing.
Doesn't match the sticker on the back of the seat I'm sitting in.
No.
Glad you got it. I'm still waiting.
Yeah, mate.
I had to do the NT series to get the sticker.
We're gonna need new stickers and new hats and new stubby coolers, Becky. If you're changing your shit, we need new shit if you're changing it at all.
You got to make split two before you get a sticker.
Yeah, I was going to say. Dole's actually kicking ass here. How does he lose? He's
Yeah.
miles in front.
Yeah, he's gone.
And the setup's fucked. I mean, I'd hate to see this bloke on a pro setup. He'd be unbelievable.
I know.
Yeah. 4.1 in the lead.
Imagine if he was on a fuel set. Fuck.
I knew here I just had to keep on Mitzi on the back of him. Just keep pressure
Good
him.
man. Do that.
Well,
He
that's
doesn't.
all I
He
can
doesn't
do.
handle pressure very well.
That's all I could do.
He gets frazzled.
Yeah. You got frazzled through there, but I was
You can
good.
make him sweat. You can make him sweat
Yeah.
easy. Yeah. A couple of flashes by the head. That's
Yeah.
down.
He went off the track a couple of times and I could have sent it up, but I didn't. I just waited and waited and waited.
Oh, he nailed him. Sure.
No points.
Nah. Rather.
I can't resist it. When I see Mark Ryan in front of me, I have to do it.
It's a hole, isn't it, Jamie? See the hole? You
It's
go
like a little. It's like a little.
go in the hole.
Yeah, 18-year-old. Yeah, just go.
Yeah. Go in the hole.
Yeah, I was on the receiving end of one of your hole jumpers last night.
Who's
That's
that?
straight
Oh,
out
thanks.
of the pit. Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah.
What do I do?
Straight out when we come out of the pits. We just come around here and you you jumped in front of me
Oh, yeah.
on cold tyres. Yeah, it was a good pass. It was aggressive. I could have turned in on there, but I
doesn't
didn't.
think about it, Faz. I'll give him that much, mate. When he makes his mind up, he's got the pedals at 101%.
Yep.
I'm just looking at the track, mate. I got to tell you this one. Yeah, half the time.
It's a good place to look, mate.
I know there's a car in front of me, and I know there's a car behind me or whatever, but I don't know who it is. Or
Now,
whatever.
Faz,
You know what I mean?
are you still not running relatives?
No, I've got my relative on, John.
Just have a good time look at it.
That's only really for me for coming out of pits. Like I said, when I'm racing, look, I know the guys behind me, I know the guys in front of me or whatever, next to me or whatever, but I don't need a relative to tell me that. Like, I've got a mirror.
Exactly. And then where you were, you know, who's the position I'm in.
So instead of looking at the relative, I'll look at the track and keep going. You know, mate? That's and I think when I started doing that, not looking at the relative so much, it improved.
I'll tell you what, you got that corner hooked up there, Brandon. That was very good. I like that.
Just trying to keep on the line.
No, you really late apexed it.
Race control, can you look at that?
See how early you get on throttle. I'm going to try that. So you
Maybe.
get something every day.
But you must admit, guys, that pit exit was always going to be a bit dodgy because you couldn't have a bit of coming out.
We didn't care.
That's...
You're like, I'm coming out, you better make room for me. That's my attitude.
All I'm going to say is it took 4 seasons for everyone to forget Miley.
No, I was going to say that's the Miley Cyrus prediction.
Right, that's right.
Well, no action as no positions were lost and the position was readdressed.
Hello, Dave.
Thank you.
I've got to see him on that pony one day.
Yeah.
I've got to.
Hey, I'll have to, excuse me guys, I've got people here for the...
Oh, happy birthday, mate.
Family.
Yeah.
Cheers. And,
Get into it.
You're a gentleman, mate.
I hope that wonderful son's popped in to say good day as well. So say hello from all of us to him.
The legendary John Latham. I don't even know if he's enough to see him, mate. Jeez, he's a star.
Happy birthday, mate. Thanks for popping in.
Yeah, no worries, cheers, and yeah, proud of all you guys, and you're doing a great job, and I look forward to maybe racing with you guys one day. Hopefully, you coming up to 2, not me coming down to 3.
No worries, Pete. Happy birthday.
Go and knock a couple back, mate.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, will do.
Say later, John. See you, mate.
See you guys.
See you, Pete.
Yeah, we'll have to wait till he gets 74 before he comes down to third.
Yeah, no, I don't think he'll be forever. Yeah, he's pretty quick.
I like the way that Mr. Taylor advertises his tender loving care.
Yeah, I think he's going for the sensitive new age guy market.
Very, very. I mean, and that's what I'm saying, Jamie. How good is that to see, you know, a bunch of old blokes and to see that we've got that sort of feeling, that tender loving care.
Yeah,
in the group. I mean, it's fantastic, and other than that, we don't give a fuck.
I bet he even knows how to use a Hoover.
No.
He knows how to use the Rover because it's Taylor Lawn Care is where the TLC actually comes from.
Well, I've heard that lawn mowing and vacuuming is similar. Very similar skill.
Yeah,
Barbie does both from here. I don't know about him, but yeah.
Being from Tassie, there'd be plenty of green grass.
Yeah, especially the hot
love that green grass. No?
It's flower grass.
Have we finally got a Tasmanian in the league?
I believe Brett's Tasmanian. Yeah.
Brett's Tasmanian says my old mate Paul's not Paul, he's Victorian. Who is it from Science? I'll think of it in a sec.
And
there's another one. There's another one from Tassie. They're the ones with the gigabit speed fucking internet. Tassie's got the best internet in the world.
And we've got a.
No one else knows how to use the internet in Tassie.
We've got a question. We've got a question from the.
No one using it. That's why. That's right.
We've got a question coming in from the YouTube chat. Does Jamie miss racing his old mate Dial?
Oh, you got no idea how much I miss it. I only joined this series to racing. Well, lapping basically, because I always tease him. But I'd love to have him back in my split one day, and I'd almost buy him a set of pedals to shut him up, get him going fast, just so I can race him.
And Simon Pitt's also from Tassie too, by the way.
Simon Pitt, that's who it was. Sorry,
Yep.
Simon. I don't know why I was thinking Simon Arnold. Is he a golfer or something? But yeah, Simon Pitt, he's the man.
Yeah.
Pitty's been around since I started. He's a good bloke. And he's the one that told me about the gigabit speeds in Tassie. And I was getting at the time about 20 meg, I think. And I was like, man, how come you never got that? He goes, we've got good internet down here, mate. I suppose that's fair, they're that far away, but yeah.
Nice part of the world, Tassie.
Some of these paint jobs are bloody good in these cars, aren't they? They're getting better and better.
Mm.
It's hard to tell them apart from the real ones. Ooh. That beauty's going well, isn't it?
Yes.
I think
Looks like
Synergy Sim Racing might have to lift their game.
Oh, we do. That's why we watched this bit through, mate. See who's coming up.
No, I'm talking about your livery.
Oh, yeah, look, mate, now our livery's beautiful. What are you talking about? Brenton, I didn't say that. That was John Van Ray.
Come on, Hobbo. Challenge is out there.
Hobbo, think about how many variations of a skinny he's got to do. But when we ask him for a retro skinny, he just starts laughing at us. He goes, mate, there's only 5,000 of us. I can't do that.
Look, a lot of respect for Hobbo. He's a very, very talented man.
Yep, he's very.
I had the privilege of sitting in with Hobbo while he put together the intro for one of the Pro Series rounds.
Yeah, you can video it.
Yeah, he's an absolute genius.
He basically can do it all. He's one of them people that really shit you. He's got skill in
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like people like that, though.
Yeah, very talented.
Love you, Hobbo, though, mate. Love you, mate.
Yeah.
Hey. Who are you talking about?
Brenton Hobson.
The owner of our team. Sim Racing.
Yeah.
He's the big dog.
Yeah, him and Jordan.
He's in his 30s, but he's still racing as quick as any of the guys that are 18. Same as Ross, Jordan Ross.
Yeah. Yeah, so Hobbo's also in the Supercar E Series as well, in the cash converters car.
Yep.
So, Scotty, you were just content just hanging off his bumper here, mate?
Yeah, mate.
Long race.
So, Stephen Murray's asking the question, has everyone got their retro skins ready for Phillip Island?
Well, we couldn't get one done because Brett was too busy.
Sweet, okay.
I'm just going to run my standard livery because it's so cool anyway. It's retro.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, and they give me free stuff, so I better.
I did put a shout out for a special retro livery, and I'm waiting for the individual to come through with it.
And I'd just like a big shout out to Haggis Pinball. G'day, Damien.
Do they still make those?
You just make a fantastic pinball there in Melbourne. Oh.
They actually still make pennies.
You thought I called it?
No, Jamie, that's who my sponsor is, mate. It's a mob in Melbourne. They're called Haggis Pinball, mate. Okay.
Thursday nights down the pennies, mate.
So, mate, this story is fantastic. So this guy decides one day, here we go, thank you, Don. Okay, I'm going to make pinballs. You know, so he designs this machine with a couple of blokes he's got together and all the rest of the stuff. The Haggis, the Celts machine, which is the one I've got. He sends it over to the American shows, you know, the big shows and the European shows. It ends up being a hit. It turns out he's made a really, really good product, right?
Well done, mate.
So then he now he's got the contract with Bally Williams and that to redo all their old machines. He can do whatever he wants.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
he just done a Fathom, which you'll see on the side of my car there, Fathom.
Yep.
Yep. Which is a remake of a late 70s machine. And I tell you, this Fathom remake that they did is spectacular. I'm not saying this because they sponsor me. I am telling you, as a pinball bloke, they nailed that. They nailed.
I'll just interrupt you.
The
only reason I went to the pennies was because of the nude chicks painted on it, right? If it hasn't got nude chicks painted on it, I don't want to play it. Right?
See, and everyone thought I called Faz the pinball wizard because he bounced off and hit everything.
I thought he hit everything. Yeah, that's what
I enjoyed the Black Knight. That was a pretty good.
Yeah, the Black Knight's a bloody classic.
That was awesome.
So the rumor on the street, boys, is 8-Ball Deluxe. I don't know if you remember 8-Ball the pinball.
I remember an 8-Ball, but not the pinball.
That is the next remake. boys, have a look. If you have a look at it, if you're anywhere interested in buying a pinball, you would want to have a look at it. The build quality. These guys are making pinball, and honestly, this is no joke. The quality is the best in the world.
What are you,
Now-
blue and plywood?
Sorry, mate.
Blue and plywood? Is that
No,
how
no, they don't use plywood anymore. So the one I've got, the self machine, the self machine I've got is actually it's plywood underneath, and then on top it's a urethane layer, and you can actually watch videos on YouTube. Check it out. The boys are hitting the playfield with a sledgehammer, and they can't even chip it. They can't put a mark in it. I mean, these playfields will last. I mean, they are hitting it with a sledgehammer. Playfield.
And a big shout out to Dave Baldock and Jamie McKnight's #1 fan, Will Wilson. He says he's more of a hula hoop guy than a pinball guy.
Well, whatever makes you happy, man.
Yeah, go for it.
Like Dave Baldock's a pony guy. You know, that's just how he is. He's a pony.
Hey, Johnny.
That's right, Will. I think
Yes, Scott.
Amy's a hula hoop boy too.
See what happens when you're
mate, I do
patient.
go right on the hula hoops, boys. I'll be honest, I can run through.
Oh, is that mate?
And the hips.
See what happens when you're patient.
Yep.
Just he went off.
Yep.
Just had to be patient, sit behind him, put the pressure on.
You're not talking about Mark Polo. Nah, Jeremy.
Yeah.
I'll put a photo up anyway, boys, on the chat of my Celts custom machine.
Please do, mate. Your birthday. We'll all give it.
You'll love this.
And just
50, mate. Yeah.
Oh, 50, eh?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure of that,
And Jeff Eddy, you can do a retro of your 1988 sprint car, mate. Absolutely would love to see it.
Nice.
Well, we're not racing sprint cars, John.
But Jeff Eddy's dialing in from New York, so he's more than welcome to do what he wants.
Jeff can do a NASCAR pony if he wants. I
Yep.
don't mind. Jeff Gordon one.
Yeah, Cold Trickle.
I know how hard it is to race on that on our
Cold Trickle.
things.
Morning, Jeff.
Actually, I think I've already got a Cold Trickle
Mountain Dew
WK&P car.
Or
Oh, this is where.
You
This
raced
is
the
where.
NASCAR before, Cole? Oh, I'll watch it on TV. I'll be right.
no, Mellow Yellow.
Yep.
Mellow Yellow.
Mellow Yellow, yeah, it was one of them.
Mellow Yellow. Yeah, that was great.
That was at the end of the series, end of the movie.
I love the Pepsi one.
This is where I was trying to pressure Matt. So I knew I probably couldn't overtake him, but I thought if I could pressure him, maybe I can get the mistake out of him. And of course, Adrian, who rates consistently all night, is still sitting there behind us.
Yeah, it was a
Zilli
good,
goes all right, mate.
yeah.
Zilli's a good driver.
yeah, good drive from Adrian.
That's a good
It
driver.
was very, very consistent, Adrian. He was.
There was 4 of us in that battle, pretty
Yeah,
much,
Tanner
for
probably doesn't
third,
make a lot of
fourth, fifth,
mistakes,
and
does he?
sixth.
Yeah.
Because Adrian put in an apology because we've started an hour later tonight.
Yeah, poor bugger. He's got to get up and paint at 6 a.m.
You bugger that.
No, he's.
I'm not going to go and deliver at 6 a.m.
Well, why don't you just go straight to work, mate?
Yeah, but Scotty, that's your 2 hours and you're done.
Right.
Nah. He's got to be there for 4 hours because he gets paid.
Right.
And then, of course, we went with a 10 o'clock time slot tonight because this will be our regular time slot moving forward because LR Sports are now going to do the Split 2 broadcast.
I was wondering how that was going to work.
Yeah, they're going to record the race on Thursday night and then replay it on Friday night.
Tell you something, John. Pete's a fucking pro, mate.
Oh, he is. Pete Gretton's an absolute legend at the game.
Yeah, champion.
Yep.
G'day, Pete.
Yep.
If you listen, mate,
And-
you're a legend.
He's going to organise it so that his time slot will finish at 10 o'clock. So we go straight from one to the other.
Perfect.
Are you suggesting that you should step aside for it?
No. Well, according to Mr. Holland, good Dutch name, of course.
I think that's quite smart. That's all.
According to Mr. Holland, Pete's going to set it up so that we, and Adrian Zill is watching. How are you, Adrian?
Adrian, legend, mate.
He is going to organise it so that he finishes just before 10, so we can just slot straight into this. So there's no waiting. It's a regular time slot for Split 3.
The viewers will go berserk. They love it.
I think the Split 2 broadcast will be better. With somebody else. Yeah, Luke's obviously way under the pump.
Oh, look, and
who's affecting it. Good result of V8 vets is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, that's what I said in the chat. Everybody's going to have their own individual focus.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we split 2, you guys split 3.
Yep.
Split 1, and then you can give it all you got.
Yep, then they'll know the drivers and
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just gives you that.
Yep. No, it'll be definitely better and well done V8 vets for doing that.
Right, now listen, boys, I've got an appointment with the wife, so I've got to go. Well done. Great racing.
Here we go.
Have we got our setup ready yet, Jamie?
What did you say goodbye, but you'll be back in a minute and a half and a minute of that we'll get undressed.
No, after 20 years, I've got to talk to her for 20 minutes first. You know how it is.
Well, sorry, yeah.
That's the foreplay.
Yeah, no, that's a play, but she knows it's painful for me, but I sit there and go, yes, yeah, that's lovely. Dance on Sequence.
Oh, ready.
All the big costs on me just before. By the way, I had to buy the girl's dress for about $800. Oh, yeah, well, while I got my dick out, you wouldn't tell me that, would you?
That's how it works.
Do it for the old fellas, all right? I'll catch you later.
Good on you, Jamie.
Yeah, Stephen, I think Split 2 will be televised some stage tomorrow. Stephen Murray, that is. We're just in an off week in the sense that this change has kind of happened in the last day or two with Luke handing it over to the LR Sports boys. As we know, Luke's fairly busy and he's got some other big commitments that he does as well outside of his music and his own work and everything else. So we're definitely moving forward in a way in the next season and starting now, which will be good to see.
Yeah,
and
fantastic.
I'm going to continue next season with Split 3, so I think
Happy birthday, Pharaoh.
Thanks, Timmy. Yeah, mate. Yeah, it was you, wasn't it? Yeah, hey, mate.
Sorry, John.
No, you're right,
I
Tim.
just quickly pop in.
Yep. Well, LR...
Are you guys still live?
Yeah, we're still live. Only on lap 29 to 51.
Oh, sorry, I was just colouring the missus' hair for fucking Darwin Cup Day, so I'm in the good. Still good.
It's funny, Jamie's just left us to do the same thing to Barbie.
Exactly.
You can get a colour of white though.
Oh, there's powder. The only thing that comes out of that is powder.
Oh, it's not even a fourth, it's not.
Even Vargas has left us. Where's he gone?
I know.
Oh, he's not here, so let's play out on.
Well, I think it's strange that those boys both leave together.
Yeah.
And tell us they're both going to their wives.
Yeah. that sounds like a Synergy Sim Racing conspiracy.
Such a synergy, that.
Yep.
Very sus, boys. That's all I can say.
Happy birthday on your 30th, Pharaoh, and be safe and be nice to everyone. That's all I can say.
Well, I would, yeah, of course I am. I love you.
John, this looks like a nice little battle.
Out.
Oh dear.
What's that, Ed?
Nice little battle here with you three.
Yeah, it's a great little battle. This is where I won't give anything away because we're coming to a pit stop in shortly, but wasn't happy.
Pit stops, Jesus. I'm not using crew chief anymore.
I stopped using crew chief months ago.
Yeah, no, don't touch it. Yeah.
Well, I'm still learning, obviously, so I'll put half.
I'm sorry.
With the fuel in.
And
I ended up with 30 litres still in the car at the end of the race. I was in the pits for an extra 10 or 15 seconds.
Hang on, I've just got to buy into a comment on YouTube. Dave Baldock has officially been replaced as Will Wilson's #1 ticket holder. It's now the red WK&P car because it looks dope.
Yeah.
Love you, Will. You're awesome, mate.
It does sort of look like the old Winfield 25's car.
Yeah.
What's that?
Wheels.
Oh, is that Scotty?
Looks like the old Winfield 25 car. Same red as Winnie's.
Oh, it does a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Well, apart from the WK&P down the side, which says it make it super. On the original, that's the super cheap auto livery for Bathurst. So.
Yeah, nice. I think PPR we've got all our retro colours ready. for the weekend for Thursday night.
Yeah.
I was going to buy myself a spot on old mate's car, $500, just to say hello.
Oh, was that?
Give me a minute, Don. The name's gone. Young fella who's just been the wild card in the Bathurst. So he's got the sponsorship things up. You can actually buy a spot in his car.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The cheapest one's $500 or something. Well,
Hey.
geez, that'd be funny. I might waste $500 on that just to put a sticker of my finger up at everyone or something.
Wait, veterans.
Yeah, with the Vets logo on there. Yeah, we'll chip in $10. There you go. We've got a. We're actually in Bathurst.
Who's that? Match the Shader boys are doing that.
Well, really, I see Shader actually tried to buy a spot. He told him to piss off. On the opposition's car. I'm not finding it now. Leave it with me, boys. It's the young fella, the wild card entry, the white friggin' Holden.
Yeah, not sure which one that one is, but yeah. Suss it out. Suss it out.
He's got long hair. You know, what can I say? Girly. But hey, that's on. I think $500 was actually the front spoiler position. Wasn't it? Yeah, something like that. You know, a little on the left or right.
Mm.
Yeah. It'd be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could put Pluck a Duck on there. Simon?
That's what I'm thinking, mate. You know, something like that. You know?
So you've definitely.
That's a hell of it. You know?
A Dickie knee on there as well.
So you definitely pulled away a bit here, Mark.
Yeah.
Well, the gap's still the same. About three. What did we say, Mark? About it didn't drop under 2.5, and it didn't go over sort of 4.5.
It's about 3.8 at the moment.
Yeah, which was about. It was like that the whole night.
I don't think I've made the second pit stop yet.
You drove well, Mark.
Yeah, it was just a man, and like what Jamie's saying before, you're not using all the track, you're not using. But if I'm not using all the track, I'm not risking.
Yeah, you're sitting on the black stuff, looking after your tyres and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And guess what? I did the exactly same thing.
Well, you didn't have to bloody drive dangerously. You had the
it's like coming down into here. The exit out of this corner was probably one of the most important all night. You didn't want to get wheel spin. If you got wheel spin, your tyres were cooked for the rest of the lap.
Yep.
Now, don't get me wrong. I did push pretty hard to get up to the back end of him, but I got within two seconds. But then, like you said, guys, the tyres had really warmed up, and I felt the thing sliding around the place. You know, just to gain 2 seconds. You know.
Yeah. As you can probably tell. As you can probably tell from the conversation, well, I think it's a track that people love but hate because it really becomes very critical on throttle control.
Oh yeah. And like we said before, if you're half a metre to a metre outside of your zone where you should be, which is not far, you're gone.
Yeah.
It's all over Red Rover. You might have raced 45 laps. On one lap you go half a metre too far to the left or right or whatever it suits you. It's all over, mate. You know, it's one of them tracks. You know, it's tough going.
And while everyone's spread out, this is a track that does produce some pretty good racing. Like if you go back and have a look at the Logitech G Pro Series round 1, you know, we had 4 drivers separated by 0.5 of a second to win the race.
No, that was mad, that race. So, and those boys are crazy. Holy hell.
Oh, look.
Oh, jeez. Thank God I'm not racing in that series. I'll watch them. And I don't know how those boys keep their cool and keep it. They are mad. Holy hell.
Look.
Holy Jesus. There's cars going everywhere, flat out.
Big call for the undercut already?
Dial's gone in.
No, because he went in earlier, so I knew he had to pit earlier, and I went, shit, do I follow the leader in, or do I, because I still had 3 or 4 laps worth of juice in. So.
You going following lap?
Somebody that I used to know.
I think it was about 3 laps later, Park.
If he goes in, you want to get those fresh tyres. He's going to come out with a nice little chunk of pace on you.
That happened in the first one, but I sort of stuck to my race plan because, put it this way, I was pretty consistent all night doing what I was doing, and I didn't want to jeopardise that, to be quite honest.
That's right.
And I had a pretty healthy lead back to...
and so I got told the other week, you're also the genius behind John Latham's race plans. So, of course, you've got to stick to it.
The pit strategy. I wish.
Well, we're all...
I just had to look at the lap time here, so I was conscious to make sure I kept my lap times up so he wouldn't get that, big lead.
I think we come out when it all washed out again. I think we're about the same.
Yeah, well, there's that 3 to 4 seconds in.
Yeah. Were you blokes all panicking around that corner there?
Nah.
Fucking I don't know what it was.
There's about 4 or 5 different lines you can take on that corner, and same thing with turn 1 as well.
Yeah.
And
I'd get confused and go, oh, bugger, which one?
Yeah, so that wasn't too bad. That was 2:03.6, so I sort of kept the pace going, even though she was feeling pretty light at the time.
That's right. I think your previous one was a 2:04, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all night you were wanting it.
Yeah, so I'm sort of just trying to push it a little bit here. But like you said, John, conscious that it's light and if you get carried away...
Yeah. Here we go. I press the button, I jump on the brakes, I'm less than 70 Ks, I'm cruising down pit lane, checking everything. I look up and I'm doing 114 Ks. So, oh fuck.
You were doing what?
114, yep.
Oh, Johnny.
Is that black flag up?
Yeah. So I'll be parked there for 40 seconds, we'll go back to Ed.
How did that happen? Crew chief.
No, I wasn't crew chief. I obviously didn't press the blue button.
No, pit limit up because you you saw the lock up of the brake there.
We got auto.
I pressed the button, but I think what it is, I pressed the button and then went to change my brake bias while I was going in, and I must have bumped the button while I was changing my brake bias.
Disengaged it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's easy to do sometimes.
Wow.
So I know after this final pit stop, P3, P4, P5, P6 gets pretty heated.
Yeah.
Mess with your brake bias, you never have that problem.
Yeah, at one stage there, Scotty, I looked in the relatives and I thought, oh, geez, he's a lot closer than I anticipated. Because you got the gap down as well, sitting at now.
Yeah, we started in the 9s, got it to 8s, and then obviously
I've got any complaints about the Pecky's cars. There's getting too many of them now, and so I'm starting to get confused about who's who.
Well, Scotty's got the purple one, I've got the blue one.
Yeah. As you can see, with Scotty behind.
There we are together, yeah. I actually said to him, Scotty, I'm pitting this lap. Please don't take me out. Because he's just come out on fresh tyres, you see. So, I'm like...
Scotty wouldn't do that.
No, I know, but not meaningly.
No, intentionally.
Nah, you wouldn't do it anyway, brother. No.
And of course, quick bloke like you coming up behind them all.
These days.
Quick bloke.
You've got to be the most improved bloke in our...
Thanks, Joseph.
In our split, brother, at the moment, haven't you? I would think.
Scotty,
for
8 weeks. Yeah.
No, he would be. He'd have to be most improved.
Well, he's just started, so how can he improve on nothing?
Dude, Scotty.
Yeah.
Just got injured.
I'm talking about parents, not Van Loon.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm not going to confuse there. Yeah.
Perrins is a big improver, but Van Loon's is the impressive one.
Go well.
The only thing with Van Loon is we just got introduced into a Buddhist monk before qualifying.
Stop calling him Scotty because we get confused. We're going to just call him the Loon.
No,
That's a Rattler. It's a Rattler.
The Loon.
No, it's Rattler. It's Rattler.
Yeah.
Rattler.
Yep.
You'll have to explain to me where the Rattler come from.
So I had a VY Commodore and a blown streetcar, and every time on start up, it would rattle like a MF. Everything would hit the side of the car because I had, it was on NOS, it was methanol injected, it was full blown, and parts of it used to hit the car, so it used to rattle a lot, and that's where I got the car got the name.
What car? What parts were hitting the car? What, the cam?
Oh, no. I had a lot of.
I've had a lot of Land Rovers, and I'll tell you what, there's a specific design with Land Rovers, a unique technology. They make the camshafts on the outside of the motor.
No, I had ice boxes.
That's what all that fucking oil is under every fucking Land Rover.
There you go, Mark. There's only 3 seconds between us now. You're in 5th and I'm in 6th.
Yeah. Just gotta wait for the others to,
Yeah, just...
Faz was trying to get a lap in there. He's trying to earn himself a free lap.
No, actually, Faz, when we come out of the pits, he throws it up the inside and he gets me, actually.
Ooh. Let's go back here.
It surprised me. But I stayed in the pits probably for an extra 15 seconds and I shouldn't have. I don't know what happened.
It's better than 40 seconds.
This is true.
I think this is good.
30 extra litres.
This is as good as what you bloody made it out to all night.
Yeah, it is, mate.
Really let down. I honestly don't remember. I don't remember doing it.
It's just
He's
here.
also on cold tires.
Oh, no, that's right. No, that's right. You fucking... What? Way! Where's he going?
Hey?
Right.
Come on, Peter. Reserve blue flag.
You braked early, I thought.
Yeah, cold tyres. I didn't want to brake late.
Oh, well, yeah, but... I mean...
Straight out of the pits.
That was pretty early.
I thought it was a little bit of...
That's right. I do remember this now, Scotty, and I actually thought, that bastard, he's up to tactics, he wants the fuel save behind me. I couldn't work out why you braked like you did. What the fuck did you do that for? That's right. And I'm going, he wants the fuel save behind me.
No.
And I almost pulled over to let you back in front so I could fuel save behind you.
I had 30 extra litres in my tank. I didn't care about fuel saving.
Big shout out to Matty Mites as well in the chat saying that he had a good night last night until he messed up. And Roy Clark asking the question, did Pecky build the motor?
No, he didn't build the motor. No, he didn't. Actually, Frankston Engine Centre built the motor, and it's still going today.
Actually, they were very good. I used to deal with those guys.
Yeah, well, APS Service Centre built the car back in 2005, I think it was. It was one of the first 3.3 litre Whipples put on a Commodore. So yeah, Frank and the boys at APS Service Centre built the car, and Frankston Engine Centre built the engine.
There you go. And little Roy Clark asking the question, does Matty lift because his money's on him for split 3?
Maybe lift. His money. We have to get a beer on that one.
Then we'll jump back to the Rattler. He's in a tight battle still with Faz.
Again, I just had to stay behind him and put some pressure on him. That's all I wanted to do. I wasn't going to try and dart up the inside or make a move where it wasn't. I just wanted to keep behind him and just keep the pressure there.
Is that Adrian behind you, is it?
Yep.
Yeah. We had a good battle. Adrian was good the whole night, and Mitzi, we all battled pretty well, and it was clean.
When you think 37 laps and look how close you all are, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go, Mark. I've got there's 2.6 at the moment between us two. I think I sort of started to hustle a bit at this stage.
And Adrian Zeals, Scotty's asked you were parts stolen from Frankston.
No, they weren't. Come on. Frankston is upper class now, isn't it? I think it's changed from what it used to be.
Nah, I wouldn't say that because my ex.
And Andrew Ritchie's just jumped in the chat to say he's going to come join us to represent the Benter boys and tell us what it's like having Roy Clark as a Scops driver and his teammate.
No, you're right, mate. I wasn't supposed to do that.
Oh, be cool.
I only thought that, Bugs.
Where'd Faz go? Faz in the wall there, is it?
Yes. Yep.
Oh.
What happened?
You come around the little S's there and it was right in front of me.
Come on, Simon.
Lift.
Exactly right, Roy Clark. We need Chervo to come save the world.
So that puts me in P4.
Dave Baldock from Banter Elias ain't going to do it.
Breaking news about the lover. Don't believe it.
Don't know how to catch Mitzi.
Where's Steve gone?
What was
Where's
that?
Simon gone?
Simon? He was back now in 6th.
Yeah, I just watched. But I was hoping he'd have a few comments on that.
So, of course, the big news from the week was that Roy Clark qualified for Scops on Sunday night. Sensational effort from Roy. Should be very proud of himself, making split 2.
Time.
I just have a little question. How many people qualified for the split 2?
And exactly.
Does that mean I could have qualified for split 2? And I agree with Servo, it's fake news.
Trying to beat up a good story, but anyway. I'll have to go pick something else for a good news story.
Look, you got to be in it to win it, and look, Roy was in it,
and didn't win it.
Well, at least he was in it. Unlike soft cocks like myself, where I didn't even participate.
Yeah, I was still a long way from joining those. I don't even know whether I'd bother joining the Scops because it's just, it's just another league. It's another league of its own.
It's good races, but sometimes they just
big dive!
shit tracks.
Ooh.
Yeah, that didn't work.
That didn't well.
Sorry, Bruce. God bless yourself.
Not
good, mate. No dramas.
Sunhomer's not much better.
Or damaging.
Actually, Sunhomer's worse.
Yeah, with some, I mean,
I thought I might have.
Be nice on tyres, but because of
I thought you might have thought I was out breaking the air.
There, all the joins, and you go sliding across them, they eat into the tyres, don't they?
Yeah.
I was wondering why our tyres go off so quick.
It's a bit like Sandown. I don't know whether these guys noticed in Sandown the size of the cracks in the track.
Yeah, you could feel them.
And you could actually see them when you sort of drove slowly under the safety car. You could see the big cracks in the track.
Thought some of you bandit boys are jumping in Discord here. What's going on?
Oh, they're disowned me.
Stop being shy.
Since I put Dave Baldock's head on the promo going in for the night, they've disowned us.
Go on, Roy, you never shy.
It'd be good to see him resurface this track properly.
Oh, it'd be awesome to have a proper hot mix surface on it.
Engine on. Oh, it kind of goes hand in hand.
Do they still use it for racing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do a 24-hour race here.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
quite big.
they still do it, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, it's built on a World War II runway, or a military base with a runway on it.
Don't they do Indy there as well?
Oh, they had started, Indy had started coming back here, yeah.
Yeah, that would be scary IndyCar around here. Ooh.
Wouldn't it?
The Adrian was quite pacey last night.
Yeah, absolutely.
He had a good race. Yep.
Might jump on Michael Power.
Hello, mate.
Who's mine, I reckon.
And Jason Fewens, another one of the Banner boys, has jumped into the chat as well. Big shout out
Yeah.
to Jason.
Farted. Jason farted.
2,767 times if you look at the chat. And we're on lap 40 of 51. Nice little tuck in here, Michael Power, right up the back of Bruce McLeod.
He's giving Bruce a hard time.
Yep.
Hey, Johnny.
And Johnny Latham's in the chat as well. How are you, John? We thought you might have been round at Pete's for his birthday.
Hey, John.
Hey, John. Hey, John.
Dad's gone to bed already.
Nice pass. No, he was about to get on the cans. That's what he said when he left.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Pete doesn't mind a quiet beer.
Bit late. You got to be on him early. Oh.
WA.
It's not late in Perth.
Yeah, it's only 9:30.
Up and up there. He's up. Oh, he's got it.
What?
There's 99. 99 is Michael Power.
Thanks, Larry.
Yep, Michael Power.
COVID. Oh, that's right. You can't.
Race control 515.
And
Can you have a look at 7?
Johnny's got the COVID apparently, so hope you're going to feel better soon, mate.
Copy.
Yeah, good work last night with the COVID to assist. Keep your head for 51 laps.
Heard you almost passed out. So fair effort to get the job done. So not many battles about at the moment. So Bruce McLeod and Michael Power is probably the only real one we've got where everyone's close. So I've got Mark Dial about 3.6 seconds up the road from Eddie Cullen. He's 14 seconds up the road from Matty Mitz. 5 seconds to Scotty Loon, 4 to Adrian, and then another 5 to Faz, 13 to Brett Taylor. So everyone's fairly well spread out. We might just jump on car 21. Joseph's been in the wars again. Darren Friends jumped back to pits already. I missed what happened
lap
there.
40, yeah. Joseph nearly got me on lap 40 when he went around. Surprised I didn't nudge him, to be honest.
Thanks, Phil.
So you're finding that's Rattler, now that you've been driving them for a little bit, that it's amazing how you can adjust in a split second these cars now, compared to when you first jumped in there?
Oh, 100%. But now my issue is every track's a new track. Like now Phillip Island, I've never raced Phillip Island before, so every week I've got to do hours of practice just to understand the track and know where it's at, and then worry about the car. It's all a big learning curve. And then you've got all the other data, like the fuel and everything else, which I just can't get. It's just data overload for me at the moment.
Yeah.
You get the programs, you don't need to worry about the fuel so much.
You
Just
see,
focus on the track and
I'm a bit of a noob when it comes to the programs too.
So you said crew chief gave you too much.
Chevo.
It's strange.
How did that manage?
I don't know, because I've got 0.5 of a
lap
extra that gave me 30 litres. I ended up the race with 30 litres. So I just don't know what happened. I know I should have hit the space bar when I knew it was going over and just dropped me so I could have left, because I just sat there forever. It's like, hang on a minute, there's only 15 laps left.
Chevo Jones, if you're out there listening, mate, Roy Clark has been banned until Dave Baldock comes back. So it's either you or Jason Fewens from the Banter Alliance needs to jump in. That's the story. I can tell you now, if Roy comes in, he'll be muted. Or neutered. Take your pick.
Thanks, John. Yeah, head down, bum up at this stage. Still just trying to hit my marks, mate.
Doing well, Ed.
John's the same.
Yep. Well, we're beginning to think Dave Baldock perished, Chevo. Stirring up the Banter Alliance, boys. This is good.
I think all of us were so tentative at that hairpin. I know I was sometimes losing half a second to 3/4 of a second at that hard right-hander.
Oh, look,
Just to make sure we got that line straight and couldn't get wheel
I
spin.
was struggling on that one, Rattler. The next one, the right-hander. The off-camber one, and just before the race started, I said to John, "How do you take this one?" And he explained it to me, and I did that for the whole race and never had to worry about it again.
So what gear were you going around the hairpin in, Scotty?
I was second.
Second was the one you wanted to be in, which gave you a better drive coming out without wheel spin, provided you can get on the grass.
At the shadow of the bridge over the top. And then, but what I found was, and I only realised halfway through the race, is if I take a wider line, because of what Scotty goes through, parents go through, and he took a wider line out to the left and then cut in. It's like, okay, I'll try that, and it worked. I wasn't, the back wheels weren't going off in the dirt on the right hand side. So that's what I was finding out. I was getting a lot of dirt. But I was losing so much time through there.
Yeah, as soon as you got on the dirt, you're in trouble.
The rest of the lap. Yeah.
Well, that was the gap to me and Mark after 43 laps. You saw that on the straight. Not much in it, was there?
Quick question for Jason Fewens. Where are you away racing, mate? Just one question from the chat, out of curiosity. Anyway, keep going, boys.
Make sure you got Discord on your phone, so don't be a bullshit ass and get in here.
I was going in the hairpin. I was using first, but short shifting straight away up into second as soon as I got the car straight.
I did think about that, but I didn't want compression lock up. I just didn't want to, and then shoot off and out to the grass. I was just, I was too wary. I was probably over tentative on that right hander, but I didn't go off once there, so maybe being over tentative worked.
That was the balance. Hey, Rattler, was how much did we want to push the car for maybe an extra 5 tenths, 4 tenths a lap?
Yep. Especially where we were too, like our positions and the points that you get at the end of the race. It's like, well, you got to weigh it up.
And I was conscious that it was a 300-kilometre race too, despite.
By this stage, by lap 43, I was wet. Not the correct wet.
Hang on, boys. I'd like to welcome to the chat, and I'll introduce this man with a title that's probably worthy of it. I'd like to introduce everybody to Roy Clark's Scops teammate, Andrew Shervo Jones Ritchie. How are you, mate?
I won't have his name mentioned in my presence. But I've come here just to find out why he's banned. So I'm trying to understand. Dave's banned. Dave has to come or Roy can't come.
Yep.
Is that the story?
Yep. I'm waiting on Baldock to turn up to let Roy back in.
So Baldock has to come before Roy can come. Is that what I'm saying?
Yep, absolutely.
Double checking.
This is PG rated, right?
No, you have to ride. Sorry.
Baldock's been missing.
I'm also perplexed by this commentary. There's a race going on, no one's calling nothing.
Yeah.
Mark Doyle's leading this whole thing.
Yeah.
Horrendous in my eyes, because he can't win a race and I can't win. I can't win.
Well, why did you mention that? Because I haven't shown Mark for like the last 15 laps.
Well, show him. He's got his car on the screen, surely.
But this is a good battle.
There you go, for you, Shervo. There he is.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take over.
No scratches on it.
So, someone's saying I sound like a spastic eagle. Oh, that's not good. That's not a good start.
That's from John Latham too.
Thanks, John. Never spoken to you, never had a word with you, but thank you for your vote of confidence.
That could just be a photo answer.
See, I can't believe this. You're already more entertaining than Roy Clark and Dave Baldock combined.
They're both drizzling shits, let's be very clear.
They're both very good at it.
The Spiegel.
I'm spread eagle across the track.
No, he's saying, if we combine the two, you'd make it a Spiegel.
Yeah, that's much better.
Less offensive.
True. Yeah.
The Spiegel has spoken.
Beagles have got rights. Yeah. We shouldn't be treading on them.
Nah, it's nice. It's nice you to drop in, Andrew. Anyway, like I have a lot of fun with you and the boys with the East Coast Series calling that, so it's nice for you to drop in.
It's okay. I thought I should since you've banned everyone else. So just to make an appearance.
Mr. Richie, one of you's made it.
Oh, g'day, Vargs. What are you doing here, bloody, bloody race control champ? Like, seriously, do you get to run in everything, do you?
Just ban an alco, you know. Got nowhere else to be.
Oh, jeez.
Got up my finger in every pie.
Don't you?
Let's look at closer, Mark.
Yeah, you certainly are. And this is where I'm thinking, what am I doing wrong here?
Now I know why you got the chopper icon in your Discord logo.
Oh, sorry.
I love it. There's no.
Get sued by.
Thanks, Jason.
Or something.
There's no money here. No money here.
Here, no cash.
Thank you.
Tell him, Robbo. Someone take Robbo.
No cash here.
You actually have a mow? Can you grow a mow?
Of course I can. I'm a grown man.
Oh, bullshit. You're like fucking Lewis Hamilton. You can't actually grow a mow.
Whoa, I dig.
Lewis has actually had a sex change, I think.
Isn't that just the cut off of the?
Yep.
I mean, it was female and now it's male.
Oh, he's gone the other way.
Oh yeah, I mean, God, he's such a bitch. He's got to be female.
Okay.
So, Johnny, I think Mitzi's gonna.
Mitzi, where is he? Mitzi. Yep.
He's gonna go around soon. I think I've caught him up to about 4 and a bit seconds.
Yep.
And I didn't see what happened to him, but something goes.
Something goes bang.
Yeah.
I need to watch this. I need to watch the stream rather than the actual. That makes things easier.
If you want to jump, if you want to jump on the Discord live.
Yeah,
these live
because
pictures.
I'm watching it on delay, so now I realise that stuff's going on I can't see.
Yep.
Here comes Matthew Mott's round the corner. What a champion.
He's flying. Young Matty.
Locked on lads from...
Flying. He's got Van Loon looming up behind him, but Van Loon can't get near him.
And of course, Maddie in the chat saying we don't have to watch this.
The gap was 14 seconds.
It's a long
when
way.
When we come out the pits, it was 14 seconds, so I had to catch it.
Watch it live and then I can watch it on delayed.
So is Maddie watching on YouTube?
Yeah, Maddie's on YouTube.
The fucking the anticipation is killing me now.
It is.
Can we fast forward?
I can't remember what lap it was.
Yeah, I
It's gotta
can't
be
either.
soon.
Yeah.
It's gotta be soon.
Got no idea.
It's a good looking car anyway.
Am I the only one that does that?
That's what.
Oh, it sort of gets the end of the race and people say, oh, you remember when this happened and that happened? I go, nah. Oh, because I'm just driving? I don't know.
Oh, I can remember what happens around me. Like there was a spin just in front of me with Lucas Burt. I remember that. Here we go. Oh, snap! Bang! Oi!
Hey, a little bit of grass action.
Come around the
little bit
corner.
of grass.
Scotty Van Loon through for a freebie.
That's what happens when you get on the grass.
Here
kids.
comes Seal.
Yeah.
And now I watch it on delayed.
Locked on lads.
Oh, and more on the grass. You getting enough grass yet?
All,
Right, he's right.
all I'm going to say is those tyres will be pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, John, I tried that the other night and it didn't fucking work. Now, why?
Because you haven't got cruise control in these cars.
Because I haven't got what?
We haven't got traction control.
Ah, righto. Yeah, I think it was the other night in practice after it was all brought up. Went, oh, well, I'll give it a go.
I tried it.
Tired temps on and nah.
I tried it out of you. I tried it on you in practice going down into the hairpin. Let's call the tyres. I was like, oh, shit, I've got to stop here. And of course, Jason Fulan saying that move from Matty Mites was straight out of the Roy Clark playbook.
So I'd like to expand on that because Roy's been a friend, colleague, and my best friend on the internet for many years now. And Roy Clark
So,
throws
can I-
more races away than you've had hot breakfast.
Can I ask a
He
question
is
then?
the drizzling shits.
For how many years has Roy Clark been grooming you?
No. It's mutual. Roy's married. He's got a lovely wife, and I'm currently seeking said attachment. But regardless of that, Roy's a good close friend of mine.
Detachment or attachment?
Or Roy's attachment.
Anything I can get.
Or Roy. Okay. I'm trisexual. I'll try anything.
You know, prefer the ladies.
We'll give her a go.
Preferably, but you know, when you get desperate.
Well, 10 points is 10
Animals,
points.
dogs, people, male.
Oh, I like
Jeez.
walking females. But anyway,
But if they're not.
Roy's known to throw things away, and he threw it away many times, and that's what Matthew did tonight. Bad luck, Matthew.
So how were you boys feeling these last 4 laps? Were you just zoned out like I was?
Yeah, it was cruise control, basically.
No, I was.
Well, the gap was coming down.
I was pissed off.
Yeah, the tyres are
Hey.
getting a little squishy.
I tried to push about now, like, you know, the gap there was only about 1.9, and then she started sliding on the back, sliding on the front, and I went, oh, settle down.
Yeah, it's not worth it, is it?
No.
So just to upset Shervo, I got a mate that actually got rung by Farmer Wants a Wife and turned it down. So we could have got Shervo on Farmer Wants a Wife.
Don't you have to have property to have that gig?
What do
I
you
got
parents do?
about 338 centimetres of land. I don't think I can
No, you don't need property. It's all a
con.
Not farmers, for fuck's sake.
338 centimetres long.
You need a mate with a farm who will let you
choose on it. Yeah. My mate that got the phone call is the actual farmer. He's got a bloody fairly large property out at Louth, but yeah. But yeah, it's a bit of a con job, that series.
Oh, terrible.
Mm.
Well, like they were large, I mean.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Well, this whole vet series.
I mean,
Exactly. I'm on with you.
People think they're watching a replay. We're actually racing this right now, and we're going to bloody make the outcome happen for you. I mean, if we get enough votes, we can make it. Anyone win?
Here you go, Faz. Here's Faz. Faz has lost his bonnet. I didn't see when that happened.
I mean, who the heck thinks Mark
I didn't
Dawson?
either.
No one.
Matty,
It wins.
Matty Mice.
My bonnet.
I don't know.
Oh, I know when I lost your bonnet.
Yeah, you left it. Yeah, left it on the wall.
Yeah.
There you go. I said,
Do you know that I got a 0x for that, and I couldn't work it out? I hit the wall, spun around, and just like kept driving, and I looked up and I went, me X, and nah, didn't come. So they took a bonnet, no X.
Must have been a bit of rubber tyre in there, so you bounced off the rubber.
So they took a bonnet, no X, John.
So a bit like pinball, bit like a pinball machine, Faz. You bounced off the cushion.
Yeah, right, eh?
Bit weird where you can lose your bonnet.
I'm not getting an X. It is.
And
Absolutely.
hey, Simon, have you finished the race with all your bonnets?
Well, I stopped for a quick repair last week on the last lap. Fuck you.
You can lose your bonnet where you don't have any
Thanks, Phil.
damage. Where
Yeah.
You can cop a little bit of front damage and your car will blow, but you still get your bonnet intact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a muddy meatball with a little tap on the side last week. Lap 2.
Honestly, get your shit together.
I know.
The just a quick comment from Jason Fewens in the chat. Apparently, Andrew, you applied for Beauty and the Geek as one of the beauties.
More fake news.
Yeah.
A lot of fake news coming out of the Banter Alliance tonight.
Yeah, right,
I've sent a picture of you, Chevo Jones, aka Barry.
You'll be doing better than my team because they can't see shit. Roy sent his wife around to my house the other day, and all she got was a good time.
Wow.
Come on, Roy. Jump in the chat.
Oh, Roy, come defend your honour, Roy.
No, let's stop talking about Roy's wife, for God's sake. somebody that I used to know. God. Oh, my God.
Jason,
Oh,
he can't say that, Jason.
Jay's can. He's my Baptist partner. What's it?
That was that backmarker, Mark.
We'll catch you.
Tremendous finish here.
We'll catch you next Thursday, Matty. Nice of you to drop in, mate.
Backmarker in the last turn. Oh, bad timing.
Oh, I've obviously missed the incident that I heard of.
Which incident was that?
It's between Mark and a certain number 897.
Is this a race control backmarker gear?
Yeah.
Something getting your way, Mark. Oh, actually, I remember hearing something about it. Was there something said about that on the
897. When did Scotty Perrins get in your way, Mark?
I don't recall Scotty getting them away.
Mark's very vocal.
Please. Race control, can you please elaborate?
I heard that 006 had a moment and 897 had nowhere to go and actually hit him.
No.
Incorrect?
That's way incorrect too. Gave you that. That's fake news too, yeah.
Fake news. Yeah, Channel 7. Was that on Channel 7 or Channel 9?
And Jason Fewens in the chat saying that Sherbo's milkshakes brings all the boys to the yard.
Must have been Channel 9. They're always full of shit. Oh, that was last week, was it?
Thanks, buddy.
Who's
it was what channel?
No worries, mate.
Thank you. That wasn't fake news, that was just a week late.
A week late.
You're a week late. Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
Here we go.
Oh no, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Come back.
Scotty, that incident between you and Mark, that was last week.
Yeah, that was last week. Last week.
I've been watching this week waiting for it to happen.
Last week, Scotty Perrins played the classic R. Kelly song, I Believe I Can Fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Scotty Gaines
Can you,
said the
John,
sky, he's always that high.
Mr. Van Rey, can you please switch back to last week's fucking replay to make this conversation relevant? Irrelevant in some way!
Somebody
That's one can too many. Please, somebody take his cans away.
Somebody buy him a microphone that goes to his mouth instead of echoing around the room.
If I hear one more complaint about the microphone, it's dead set. You're going to hear what it sounds like when it's up your ass.
You're on hands free.
Are you sure it's not up your ass already? Come on.
Now.
Like it's bouncing off all the walls and going up.
And Mark Dials on his last lap.
Challenge accepted. It's fucking big.
So Dials on his last lap here.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, for the win.
Ed Cullen.
That corner.
Ed Cullen's about to
Round the
close
next
in
one.
3 seconds.
It's called bowling, Max, you dickhead.
The setup he absolutely hates.
I didn't hate this setup. It's just the brake bias. He's got no.
Oh! Thought it was all over.
Holy McThrowaway, what are you doing?
What did you have your bias set up?
Yeah, what was your bias at this stage?
At this stage, I was back into 49. What, 49?
Jesus!
Well, I did my best lap with the bias set at 52.
Did you say 39?
No, 49.
I was operating between 52 and 53 all night. Moving it as the fuel load came off and the tyres worn out.
If there is one thing I noticed this week is when everyone was saying what brake bias they're on, totally different. And like, from the whole spectrum. Some, bloody Hop's down on 46.
Yeah.
And then some bloke's up on 55. You go, what?
He likes all adjusting your brake bias during the race.
Here we go.
All hail race winner, Mark Dial. Yes!
Oh my God.
Eddie in second.
Somebody that I used to know. Oh, and he's third.
Come Monza last Tuesday, I had my bias set at 54.
I had my bias set at Asian ladies, preferably.
Bring all the boys to the yard.
51.5 I was running the whole night.
Well, we don't with fixed setups. You don't have control of the ARB, unfortunately.
No, but I mean that the East Coast, I had a 54 around Monza.
Well done, Scotty.
Good one, Scott. Good one.
Yeah.
Scotty.
Scotty in P3, Adrian Hame in P4.
Is that the first podium, Mr. Van Loon?
No, it's my third, although I thought I
Second
got
or
fourth.
third?
'cause-
Come on, make your mind up.
No, the third. But Diane won the race at Standown, which put me into P4.
Yeah, but look, I think that was taken away, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But it was my second P3. But
Nice
it
work,
was-
nice work.
Thank you.
Yeah, you had your work cut out, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You don't need any more help, John. No offence.
Yeah, I had
It
to
was
work.
your first, Ed, wasn't it? Your first
Yeah,
podium.
my first podium in Vets, guys.
Well
Well
done,
done,
mate.
mate.
Very nice, Ed,
Congratulations.
very nice. Second position.
Lots
And,
of bridesmaids fourth, but
And
never,
pole.
Yeah,
Pole and second, same as Blanche.
Bridesmaid's always good. I'm used to a lot of bridesmaids' position. Second is always good.
I'm not getting jinx yourself this week.
You're not going to what, Scotty?
Jinx myself.
Jinx yourself.
Jinx.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you want to do is, Scotty, this week, is come out hard and fast after me.
Just send every...
Could you say hard and fast properly though?
No.
Fucking ass.
Here he comes.
It's hard and forced.
Jesus.
I'm just gonna shove it in there.
Where's your phone, Johnny?
Oh, is that
wow,
it?
really well.
Podium.
Oh,
Very nice.
here we go. Tailor-made kitchens replay.
Wow.
Mark Dial.
Richard won't be happy with that. John Tailor-Made Kitchens.
We got
Look at him hitting the apex here. It's tremendous.
Well,
Mark
he's
Dial,
nice.
one of nature's gentlemen.
John Van Reen, a modest 15th position.
yeah.
That was nice.
If you take 40 seconds off that, I'm really pissed off.
Yeah, well,
'Cause I would've-
finished
in front of-
that 40 seconds.
I would have finished in front of Scotty Perrins.
Lift with
With,
you.
well,
Ills, mate.
would have been with Bruce McLeod.
That's like a battle inside a battle, isn't it, between you two?
Almost in the top 10 there.
It is.
I think you should get a bit more of an individual paint job because you look like all the others.
All right, it's not about us anymore. It's about the podium.
Who's that? Mark Dyer looks like the others.
Yeah.
Oh, this is tremendous.
Tremendous
Yeah,
Mark Dyer. So, Mark, seems you won the race, mate. You get to...
One less than 007. Take us through it.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was a good race. It was. I was just unlucky. I think if Tim had been there, I wouldn't have got the win. And I think the undercut on Ed there was just something I had to try. Making that mistake coming into that last section there and getting the slow down gave him too much of a lead. So I was just gone, well, there's only one way to do this, and we'll try the undercut and see if it's going to work this week. I've been going to try the undercut for a couple of weeks now, but I thought, yeah, well, this is a chance to do it, and got on it, and yeah, it worked. I come out in front of him, which I was surprised I'd come out so far in front.
You had absolutely no idea when you went into the pit whether that was a good idea or not.
No.
Yeah, right. Well, good management is all I can say.
I detect jealousy.
Of course, Ed, you were home in P2, mate. You want to say a few words?
Look,
Jesus Christ, it is split three, isn't it?
yeah. As you know, we all have every dog has his day, and this was my day. I got pole, fastest
Good on
lap,
you.
and I was going to win it by a country mile, except some inconsiderate bloke decided to spoil the birthday party. But no, look, I followed him for nearly 50 odd laps, and he never put a wheel wrong. Someone else was having a birthday party as well.
So just to clarify, you're talking about Mark Dial.
yeah.
Because he is inconsiderate, so we're on agreement there.
No, look, it was surreal at times. It was like looking in a bloody mirror. For 50 odd laps, we were virtually identical lap times. When I went back and looked at our average lap time, I think Mark was better than me by 7 thousandths per lap.
Which worked out to about 3.693.
Yes. So That is amazing when you think a track like this with so many corners, undulation. So yeah, it was a great race.
You would have think a back marker would have pulled out in front of him or something.
Like
I mean, he's had a good run, yeah.
And but so
great
did
run.
I. But so did I, Simon. We were both in the same headspace, on the same, the whole lot. So
Credit where credit's due.
yes, very much so.
Very well done. Very well done. And congratulations on your first podium.
Thanks, Simon.
I can't believe it was your first one, to tell you the truth. I thought you'd been on there before.
I just want a couple of shout outs. One big shout out to Peter Lathan, who, every night comes and helps me, and we do a heap of laps. So thanks, Pete. Also, John, the master, coming in with a few little nitpicks that can make a race night very easy. The other bloke I want to mention is a bloke called Dave Garbutt. When I first started, he found out I was using a pair of G25s pedals, and he sent me over a pair of V3 pedals.
Gee,
right across Australia.
Just send them to you.
Yeah, sent them to me. I forced some money on him, but he'd said, he wouldn't accept the whole cost of it. So that
What
made
about a wristy?
Rather reach around.
Yeah, so that made a huge difference having, a pair of V3s racing with you guys. The other one I'd like to thank is all the boys in Division 3.
Garbutt there. Fantastic work, Dave Garbutt.
Yeah, so made a big difference in consistency. Not so much speed, but just being more consistent.
Yeah, no, good stuff, mate.
And the other bloke,
I must say, it's great to have you racing with us, Ed, too. There's never a worry when Ed's around. I look on the grid and Ed's here, I go, fucking no problem, this will be good. No worries at all, Well, you feel safe, you do.
Of course, the other bloke want to give a mention to as well, and give him a chance to say a few words is Scotty Van Loon, the Rattler, on his P3s.
I think I was extremely lucky to get P3, but I guess you got to stay on the track, and I didn't have any incidents, and just stayed on the concrete, and ended up in P3. So, like Ed, I just want to thank Quantum Tint Solutions and all you guys at the V8 Vets, Ben and Luke and Josh and Cam and Luke for the other commentary, and yourself, John, and all the boys at Pecky's Performance Racing, all those clowns. They're the ones that are teaching me, get me around the track, and
they are clowns.
Yeah, they are clowns. It's the banter that goes on every night in that Discord is just unbelievable. But they're the best bunch of blokes.
Yeah,
Tim and Sebring, Pecky, and all the boys. Hoff,
your life, John.
Scotty. Yeah, and of course John from Racecraft. They don't sponsor me, but I bought the Sebring off them 7 weeks ago.
Yep,
and absolutely love it. So
it's good.
Thanks.
Of course, a big message out to Hoffy as well, and condolences on your brother, mate. So yeah, from all of us here at Vets.
It's been a tough week for Hoff.
I imagine it would be
for all of us because we're family. It's been tough.
Sorry to hear about that, Hoff. I didn't know about that. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, on that note, a couple of quick final words, boys. Thoughts on the retro round at Phillip Island next week?
Just so sick of Phillip Island. It's not funny. Can we race somewhere else?
Oh, fuck off!
I've never driven it. I love it.
I'm
going to enjoy it.
If you haven't driven it, it's fantastic. But fuck me.
I think I've done 16 laps now.
It's a fucking great track, you're on, mate, if you don't like it.
And of course, Chevo, what's the word?
I've done too much of it. I like it. I've just done too much of it.
And what's the word coming out of the Banter Alliance boys from Baldock, considering this is his favourite track? I'm sure that he's super excited.
He hasn't said much yet. He's abused. Someone said in the chat, in our chat, they don't like it, and he basically banned him from the team. So that's not good.
Good on him. That's a great move.
But,
that's how you managed you.
Yeah, so Baldy's building. So what Baldy does is he gets down early in the week. He crouches down in the fetal position, and he just sits there and he crouches down for a couple of days, and then he builds himself up into a mad craziness.
I do that before every race.
That's what's in the handbook, mate. That's how you do it. Hey, that's textbook. That.
And
you do it.
And of course,
He'll be there Thursday night, and he'll be taking names and taking lives, so you can rest on your laurels on that.
And of course, if you're watching Baldock, I did send you a message that we need to follow through with. So anyway,
How's those rear brakes?
Side hustle.
Side hustle, yep.
Oh, Baldock's getting a side commentary gig.
No. I might have a secret livery next week. Baldock's got to come through with it. That's all.
I'm sorry, but that's a great looking car.
That is.
That's a great looking livery.
That's what I want to know.
Well done, Tim. Well done, Tim.
John.
Yep.
Who's following through on who there with you and Bulldog?
Gotta wait and see.
Okay.
I gotta wait and see. It's got to happen first. It's got to happen first. I'm relying on someone else to do something for me.
Perfectly natural, John. Perfectly natural. And I wish you all the best.
And on that note, boys, we might call it a night and end the broadcast. I want to thank everybody for watching. Of course, 120 drivers in our V8 vets over 3 splits. We managed to get half of the boys to come through week in, week out, sit down in the lounge and have a chat and talk about what's going on in the world of vets and in life in general. And we talk about a little bit of iRacing as well. So big thank you to all the boys in here and looking forward. And of course, Quantum Tint Solutions. And of course, don't forget the Bale and Stewart Foundation. And yep, absolutely, boys. I'll see you all next week with everyone else.
Good on you, fellas.
Yeah, John, I'd just like to, before you go, mate, before we all go, I'd just like to thank you personally, John, for what you do, the broadcast every week. It's a huge effort, mate, and I can't believe you get to do it, and you do it every week. It's amazing. Thank you. You're a legend, mate. It's incredible.
No worries, boys.
Thanks, John.
Yep.
Good on you.
No worries. Thanks, boys.
Okay. See you guys.